We've all had warships from afar. We've had crushes, infatuations, and dare I say, obsessions. Someone that keeps you up at night, haunts your dreams, and fills your thoughts. I married mine. Like tonight's subject, a brilliant surgeon with a good life, a woman that loves him, and friends that care. But he's ready to throw it all away for a chance to be with that certain someone. How far will he go when that love is not returned? In the Twilight Zone. This is Boxing Helena. Julian Sands is Dr. Nick Cavanaugh. He's a brilliant surgeon at his mother's funeral, but he doesn't let a little thing like his mother's funeral stop his brilliant surgeon ways.
I'll be there in 3 minutes.
So either the hospital is next to the cemetery, or he's going to create a few more patients on the way to work.
The patient is a 11-year-old male. Sustained almost complete detachment of left hand, just proximal to the wrist.
He's 11, Doc. He's gonna need that hand. We don't see the surgery, but they imply it was successful. Here's how I picture it working out. He inherits Mom's big-ass house, but obviously the movers forgot to take the mommy issues.
You were watching me, weren't you?
His friend Lawrence is played by Art Garfunkel? Okay, someone's gonna ask, was Paul Simon busy?
I hear you made history in surgery today.
Bird box surgery? Nailed it. Nick bumps into Helena, played by Sherilyn Fenn, a woman he once had a one-night stand with and has been obsessed with ever since.
We've got to get out of here.
My, he's got the vapors! Seeing Helena again rips open some old wounds, and he pays her a friendly visit at her house. Since he forgot his boombox, he spies on her while she's getting frisky with Ray, played by Bill Paxton. Ah, the good old days of 90s R-rated nudity. This tree's getting crowded. No, Nick, you need both hands or you'll fall out of the tree.
Nick, you slept with the woman one time and it took ages to get over it. Take care of yourself, Nick.
I think he already did. He sends flowers, parks creepily outside her door, and then he creep calls Helena. This was all in a single night. Nick calls at the worst time and kills the mood.
Come on, we're not finished yet!
It's not game over, babe! I know it's already censored here, but I have to do this. The Austin Powers gag is just too risky. Now for the Star 69. Waka chaka wow wow. Oh. By the way, Nick has a girlfriend, Anne, played by Betsy Clark. She seems cool. Look who's back.
You shouldn't leave your door unlocked. It isn't safe.
You never know when Joan Jett might drop by unexpectedly. But Helena has no time for Mr. Big Love over here. She's got plans.
I want to see you. You're gonna have to change your plans.
Nick throws a housewarming party, and it's a bit much. I hired Paul Simon to play for the guests. Fuck you, pal.
Who else could all this be for?
Here's the unwitting guest of honor, Helena, who immediately jumps in the fountain? We can hear your heartbeat through your boner, dude. Either she's trying to bring down a fever or wash out Bill Paxton's seed. Either way, don't drink the fountain water. This is before Instagram, so will someone please pay attention to her? Helena also picks up another guy at the party, leaving Nick with his gorgeous girlfriend. Anne is not happy about Helena.
So you invited her here.
But it's his party. Who else is going to invite people?
She's leaving.
He's not very good at hiding his feelings, is he?
I'm leaving.
Oh, come on, Helena.
Dude, I'm not even involved and I want you to sleep on the couch. In her haste to refill her birth canal, she leaves her purse at Nick's house. I assure you he will not steal her credit cards. Nick lures Helena back to his house to recover the purse and schedule book. Wait, doctor alone in a big house, beautiful woman. He's starting a centipede, isn't he? Helena's pissed at all the trouble he put her through and storms out. It's a little presumptuous taking Viagra now.
I'm sorry.
You know what this house needs? Crosswalks. It's okay, Mother had a pet cemetery out back. We fade to black before James Spader shows up and starts humping the body.
After these messages,
we'll be right back.
Dr. Nick hasn't been at work, and his colleague Dr. Harrison, played by Kurtwood Smith, would like his job. He discovers Helena is alive, but in a Lord of the Rings elf kind of way. Legolas. Oh, that was stupid by my standards. Dr. Nick had been giving her medical attention by himself. Why bother with hospitals with their sterile environments and free cable? And he's saving her a bundle in insurance premiums. But you get what you pay for. Busted! This is wrong, dumbass! She needs a hospital! It's my duty to— You can have my job. I saw nothing! Helena is now essentially a prisoner in Nick's house. But he's here to take care of her. Nick keeps Helena medicated, fed, and as comfortable as can be. Since he's now the only one who has any, Helena likes to keep Nick on his toes.
Been so incompetent and so fucking stupid!
Oh, symbolism.
Leave me alone!
You want to scream, Helena? Come on then, scream!
Go ahead and scream. My neighbors are gamers. Boom, dirty trick, but hilarious. Turns out he was bluffing about the screaming. He just wanted to get her shirt wet. Meanwhile, Ray is looking for Helena.
If you see her, if she calls, if anybody calls, you call me.
Would you like a drumstick? Yeah, I bet you would. Uh-oh, he forgot he has a girlfriend with a key to the place.
Anne, I'm sorry, I was working.
And misses Nick and shows him just how much. Whoa, free show! Keep your head in the game, mister. Let's go, Mets!
It's okay, honey.
Helena was watching too, lol.
You must have spent most of your life feeling ashamed.
Oh, kick him when he's down and probably still sticky.
You don't understand. I love you.
I think things are a bit one-sided.
And I don't give a shit about your feelings.
That's okay. Couples have their problems and things usually work themselves out. Something ominous about this. He didn't. He did not. He did. Is this a statue or a progress bar?
Nicholas, you have done a very bad thing.
Aw, come on. Got us on a tabletop. Boom! Burning like a silver flame. Just be lucky you still have hair.
Make a wish.
I'll give you one guess. Helena's insecurities start to come out.
How can I ever look at myself and think of myself as worthwhile?
This is getting healthy.
I love you! For you!
No, no!
He's holding himself hostage now.
I can make you happy! Kill myself!
Kill you.
Well, when you put it that way, what's for dinner? Hey, did they grow back? Is Helena part gecko? No, Helena seems to be on his side now, and she gives him some pointers on how to score women. If that whole scene was in his head, is the advice still valid? Later, Nick brings home some woman to try out Helena's advice. Helena watches from the bleachers for encouragement. I'm giving you a spiritual thumbs up right now.
Do you love me as a woman or as a possession?
Well, yes, as a woman that I possess. Nick tries to order something special for his Helena, which is the exact same order Helena always orders, giving Ray a clue to her whereabouts.
Please give me back some of what you've taken away.
She just wants him to reinstall her vag. Looks like Helena is falling for Dr. Nick. Does anyone lock doors here? Ray's so superficial. Game over for us, babe.
She was beautiful! She is beautiful!
Well, looks like the evening's a bust.
Bye, everybody.
Wait, what?
Whenever you're ready, go on in.
Everything we've seen after the accident was a dream? What was he on? Warning, may cause effed up erotic dreams. Here's Helena whole again aside from 2 broken legs. At least they're still there. A flashback tells us Nick actually did the right thing and got her to the hospital after the accident. The movie ends with Nick still haunted by his obsession with Helena. Nothing learned, nothing gained, just a rich doctor with a hot girlfriend and a huge house. Poor guy. That was Boxing Helena. It bombed at the box office. And Lynch won a Raspberry. This kind of behavior used to be cute in movies. Guy wins over the girl with dogged persistence, grand gestures, and forced kisses. What was once considered romantic now creeps audiences out. Have you ever really listened to Every Breath You Take? It's creepy, right? Nick's obsession was obviously very unhealthy. He was unable to move forward with his life because of his preoccupation with Helena, a woman he barely knew. Helena is beautiful but also cold, ravenous, and seemingly incapable of emotional intimacy. And her flip comes relatively quickly, and all he had to do was wave a gun around? Ray is also obsessed and possessive, but I don't think love is in his vocabulary. And stop stuffing your pants. You have a story about a kidnapping, mutilation, unethical surgery, manipulation, leading up to a love forged in Stockholm Syndrome. By making Helena totally dependent, and by threatening her safety, she somehow comes to understand Nick and ultimately falls for him. It's ballsy. It's unorthodox. And all that drama, all that growth was for nothing. We can't complain that Helena accepted Nick so easily. It was a dream anyway. What about Dr. Harrison betraying his oath for a better job? Dream. What about the hostage suddenly giving her kidnapper Cosmo sex tips? Dream. And Nick ends where he starts, obsessed and caught in a loop. To me, as an audience member, I felt cheated. I expected a few things to happen. Someone dies, Helena and Nick become happy, or Helena is rescued and recovers somehow while Nick is institutionalized. We got none of that. Now, I'm all for dodging expectations, but this isn't even in the ballpark. It's a bit melodramatic. Nick's crumbling dovetails nicely with Helena's bitchiness. He's such a sad man with a sad childhood, but it's impossible to empathize with what he did. It's just too crazy and too messed up to get behind. Some of the dialogue is cringy, but Bill Paxton is pure gold. We miss you, Bill. Helena was supposed to be this aloof, mysterious seductress when she's pretty much a spoiled brat. When Helena exposes a sliver of vulnerability, it's still pretty shallow and we can only guess the why of her character. I liked how she strutted around like she was too cool for the room, only to lose that. Helena is a proxy for some unresolved mommy issues, something he wants to control, and that's not love. Nick boxes Helena, literally. Like an action figure still in its packaging. She's a picture in a frame. An object to be admired, but as you know, art cannot love you back. Not this art. This one loves you. Boxing Helena is two Bs. It's like they were afraid to romanticize the situation, so they just turned it into a dream. Lynch has a distinct directing style, much like her dad. This movie could have had some major balls to it, but it's all wasted in this artsy Skinamax flick. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, the bell, that usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles! Special thanks to my patrons. You rock.